I'm trying to help.
What is that helping?
Hey, we'll see the numbers. That's what I'm saying.
All right, y'all ready to get going?
Like the heavyweight champion of like
Jesus.
nerd culture.
Like that poor
Roxxy Cities. It's ridiculous.
You are now tuned in to How to Nerd, hosted by Roxxy Haze, Khleo Thomas, and Brennon Edwards.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I cannot stand you. All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to How to Nerd, your guide to all things nerdy. I'm one of your hosts, Brennon Edwards, joined by the famous
Roxxy Haze.
No applause.
None. Zero applause.
In my mind, I don't need
Crickets.
I don't need validation from people.
Wow. And
What's going on, everyone? It's Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living. We're back. I'm back. I'm
Hey.
very excited to be back here with you guys.
Khleo, do you have an?
Oh, that's
do you have
some
an-
bullshit.
Wow. We clapping Khleo, yeah.
That's some bullshit. Get off his dick.
Hey, Roxy, calm down. We have wonderful news with Khleo. Khleo, do you mind telling the people what may or may not be going on in the background here?
Listen, I heard that I'm very well welcomed here, and there could be an opportunity for me to be permanent host as well for How to Nerd podcast.
We
and
out
that
here.
would be fucking great.
Oh, is that?
Oh, it's
Who-
done.
It's like
When was
It's
that?
90%.
we're having the conversation.
We're having the strong
That was
conversation.
discuss-
It feels,
I would love
Yeah.
that.
It's
You would?
happening.
So much.
I feel like she's the one voting against it. That's
I would like to Cat Williams the situation. To be quite honest, like I would like it in my contract that Roxy can only be on 50%.
That's fine. So let's work for me.
I like the way
Sucker.
I like the way this man negotiates.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do.
It'd be like
What?
that should be
I
in the
bet you do.
paperwork.
Y'all close together. Y'all been in cahoots this whole time.
Honestly, like I think the real reason for this, outside of how incredible this man is,
He's great.
is that everybody watching this podcast, y'all know this brother right here, he needed help. Like Roxy is a force. She sexually harasses. We need to have things. We need to have things split up so that we don't.
Gave me more to touch.
Yeah, but less of me will be
That's
the
fine.
point.
Yeah,
So it's like
less-
it's only half as much of me. I like it. We moved the pillow. You did the pillow divider. Did you really just do that? That's amazing. But guys, like
Yes.
Roxy, what do you think? What you want to talk about today? What we talking about today?
Today, I want to talk about Harry Potter.
Okay. Wow. Like you.
Such a great one.
Wow.
Such a great theme. Such a great theme.
Such a great theme.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we even get into that, because that is what we are going to be talking about today. You know, we always do our icebreaker. So if you could meet any famous nerd, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna start with you, Roxy. Yeah, I know. I like how you're very decisive in the moment. And I know you didn't look ahead of time at all of this.
no, I
so I want to
didn't.
put you on the spot, Roxy, since you know you
Boom.
think you should be here for more than 50%.
All right.
Show us. Who is the famous nerd you want to meet,
The
dead
famous
or alive?
nerd I want to meet
Yes.
is
Yeah.
he got to be dead or they got to
Dead
be
or alive? I said
He
dead or
said
alive.
dead or
It's like
alive.
you don't even listen
I
to
wasn't
He gotta
listening
be
to
dead?
you. I'm sorry.
No, he said dead or alive.
Oh, dead or alive? Oh, that's easy.
Who?
Well, okay, it's 3.
Okay.
One, Roxy.
That's-
you pick one.
That's crazy. So 3. I'm gonna go top Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You just want to fuck him.
No, yes. He's so I like listening to him talk. I have a lot of his audiobooks. I'm not reading all that. But I like hearing him talk. And he's just intelligent. I like smashing intelligence. Second is Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I have met Bill.
Would you
Nye.
Have
smash
you?
Bill Nye?
I would not. I wouldn't. If he, okay. If here's the thing. Did you see that?
Yo!
I wouldn't. Here's the thing. Would I go in it trying to smash? No. But if we at a con and he like, I'm in room 782, I'd be like, what's up with it? And then but we got to do it to the music. If the music's on, if the music's not on, I'm not smashing.
Can't.
Run it.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
I can't.
Bill.
Is that what you're gonna be doing?
Bill.
So
Slim frame ass, white shirt, just buttoned up still here, trying to control
I'm
Roxy.
shirt.
No.
I'm buttoning the shirt.
Oh my god. All right.
And he gotta have a jacket on. Last one.
Yeah.
LeVar Burton.
Okay.
I love LeVar Burton. You know, he's really
Reading Rainbow?
Yeah. He got me into reading.
Okay.
Like he's part of the reason I love reading. Wood as well. All the way wood.
All right. That's enough for Roxy. Khleo, what you got, man?
Man,
Good Lord.
Kevin Conroy, man.
Ooh.
I wish I could have met Kevin Conroy, man. The
That's a
voice
good
of
For those who don't know, yeah, please.
the voice of Batman the Animated Series. In my opinion, the voice of Batman. When I think of him, I only hear Kevin Conroy. I would have loved to meet him, man.
That's awesome. What would you ask him?
Man, what was the experience like doing those first early seasons of Batman the Animated Series?
Right.
And then here we are almost 20 plus years later, and it's still so loved, and people just put on such a high pedestal of that performance. So yeah,
Square jaw Batman. Square jaw Batman holds up.
Yeah, actually you're right. Design wise, it is just a big square.
They just made all the male characters exactly the same. So if you look at Superman's face, if you look at Batman's face, they're exactly all the same. They have a very square jaw.
Right.
So my brother's an artist, so while we're watching it, he's just like, they are so bored. They're so lazy with this. Like they literally just copy and paste it, just like with Dragon Ball Z. If you haven't noticed it, when you look at Dragon Ball Z, all the characters have the exact same face and chin. They just change the hair. So if you take the hair off of Vegeta and put it on Goku, that's now Vegeta.
Okay.
If you take the hair off Goku, put it on Vegeta or on Trunks, they're all the same person.
Got you.
They all look exactly the same.
What about you, nerd? Who would you want to see?
What about you,
dead or
nerd?
alive?
I would actually want to have a talk with Steve Jobs. Because I think that this man, there's very few people that have like altered the course of human technology and history the way that he has. And I would want to ask him about, like what he sees coming next. Like if he knew what was going on now, which I would be willing to bet, even on his deathbed, he still probably would have been up to date where we are today with everything that's going on. And so I would have been like, bro, like how did you, because he wasn't a tech expert. What he was like a marketing expert. He's a person who's like, this is what works for people, and this is why this works for messaging to get people to want it. Yeah. Here's how you create the experience for everyone that everyone's gonna want. And now it's like, even he's been dead for however long, and people are still snobby about iPhones because of him.
Yep.
And I'm one of those snobs.
I have a question.
No.
Okay. Is Bill Gates dead?
No, Bill Gates is not dead.
Okay, I'll be getting.
Oh my God!
Like I know they're different, but I thought he was dead
Khleo,
too.
You remember when I said earlier that I'm so happy that there's a strong we're gonna make this happen. Yeah, you're gonna join us.
Is it because of moments like that,
bro? What do I do? What was I supposed to do in that moment?
Is he dead or not?
No,
Answer the
Bill
question.
Gates is not dead.
That's what you do.
No, but the problem being is that you make people feel like they're crazy, and it's like if it's only me in here with you, and then you start saying wild shit like that. Now I have Khleo next to me, so I can be like, Khleo, am I crazy right now?
No,
like,
you're not crazy
so he ain't
for her to ask that question.
Cam, he ain't dead. Okay, thank you, Cameron.
He's not dead. Like he's still doing interviews and shit. Like he's still running the Bill Gates Foundation.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
He was just on Trevor Noah's podcast.
Oh, I love him.
Did he get a divorce?
Yeah, that's why it's the Bill Gates
right.
Foundation.
Yeah.
It's no longer the Bill and Melinda Gates
leaving
Foundation.
his kids money. Was that him or Steve Jobs?
I don't know.
Okay. See,
but all I'm saying is I know that Bill and Melinda Gates split.
Gates.
She did quite well in that split, as you can imagine. And yeah, so it used to be the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Now it's just the Bill Gates Foundation.
Okay.
But I think she may have started her own foundation separately, but I don't know. But either way,
learned something new today.
Moving on. As always, we always have to talk about one thing that we are nerding out on currently. I'm terrified to start with Roxxy at this moment.
I'll go last.
Yeah, so Khleo, what you nerding out on, man? What you got going on?
I ran a Blue-Eye Samurai again. I started watching it again.
Hey, man, remember I texted you?
You were the one that
did
was like...
I call you too? I think I did.
You did.
Yeah.
You called me and was like, you haven't watched this yet. You need to do it. So I'm doing the rewatch of that right now.
So good.
We're fresh out of the holiday season, and I was nerding out about this again.
Oh, really?
I was all
you
the way
Harry Potter? Like, you talking about books, movies, video games?
I went through and watched all the movies, start to finish. Then I went into the rabbit hole of theories, which I always usually did back in the day. And what I love about it now is like when we first had Harry Potter out, all we had really was Tumblr.
Yeah,
we didn't have video, like people like describing what they thought in theory. It was always reading, which was just more reading. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't read the book, so I was about to keep reading on Tumblr.
Have you read them now?
No, he hasn't.
No.
We'll get into that.
No.
I can't wait.
We're gonna revisit that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Is it? Is it?
It shouldn't be.
All right. Since you want to go last.
I'll
you said?
go last.
All right. So for me, what I'm nerding out on right now is artificial intelligence. Actually.
Okay.
Over the break, I actually took a course on prompt engineering. Yeah, I'm about it, bro.
Okay.
And so like I'm over here learning how to do like image generation, video generation. I've added it to all my meetings to be able to take notes and be able to give me feedback on that. I actually started cooking because of AI.
Really?
Straight up. Like yesterday, day before yesterday, I made beef stroganoff and stuffed buffalo chicken peppers. And normally I don't cook at all. But the reason I never cooked was because I always felt like I needed somebody there to explain to me the little things about what. Because every time I would always cook, like I'm good with the flavors and stuff because I have a strong sense of smell. but there'd always be something wrong. Like, oh, Brennan, you didn't peel the garlic correctly or do whatever. There's always some little detail that ruins the whole meal that I'm always mad about because nobody told me. Okay. And what I love about AI is like, first and foremost, I can just type into AI like, hey, I want to have a healthy meal with these type of protein bases, like ground turkey or chicken or whatever. Can you give me 5 options of something that I can make in under an hour? And then it'll give you 5 options, and I'm like, oh, I don't like those. Give me 5 more. And you could just keep doing that until you see something you like. And normally I got something the first 2. So I pick something and say, show me that recipe. And I look at it. I'm like, all right, give me a grocery list for this organized by the aisle of the grocery store. And so it'll do that. Here's your boom. Here's your grocery list. I actually make that so I can copy it to my notes app easier. Boom. It gives you a way to copy it. Yeah. And so then you go to the grocery store, you get it. And then like, for example, when I was making the beef stroganoff, it said, you have to use salt, pepper, and thyme to be able to season the beef. And I was just like, oh, that's cool. I have no idea. And it said season the beef. I was like, how the fuck do you season beef? I have no idea. And so I was just like, how do I season the beef? And it's just like, what you do is you take paper towel, dry off the beef on both sides, and then mix the 3 ingredients together in a bowl, and then take your hand and lightly sprinkle it so it's evenly coated across all the beef on both sides. And I was just like, I never would have known that. I would have just thrown all the stuff separately on top of it.
My question is, what information did they pull that from? Because there's no way every cook, I know good and damn well every hood cook was not taking paper towels and actually like damping down beef. There's no way.
So if you want to take it there, so when I said I took the prompt engineering, if you don't know what prompt engineering is, that is
people better figure that one out quick.
Yeah, so prompt engineering is what you write into the text box pretty much to be able to get AI to respond to you. So you're like, AI, like, what should I wear in 60-degree weather? That is a prompt. But the more detailed you can get, there's technically 6 parts of a prompt that can be in a prompt thing, and one of them would be called the role. And the role is you can give the role to the AI. So, for example, I said, you are Gordon Ramsay. I need you to give me these healthy recipes to be able to do this with these different proteins, and I have these food allergies. Now, normally, that's what you can do just if you're going to baseline AI. So now you're getting the AI now believes it is Gordon Ramsay and is going to act as Gordon Ramsay based upon all the information that it knows of Gordon Ramsay and all the recipes that Gordon Ramsay has posted online ever. It's going to say these are the type of things that Gordon Ramsay do. Is making up these recipes, on the moment based upon these things, and they are fire. I brought some of them into the office. Cameron didn't have it yet. He can't hit today if he wants, but I brought some in yesterday, and some of our editors.
Cameron shrugged up.
They had the stuffed peppers, man. They went crazy. They went crazy. But I don't cook. That's my point being, though, is I don't cook. And I did this as an experiment with AI to see how useful AI could be in actual practical life. Yeah. And I'll say it's made grocery shopping and cooking significantly easier, and I'm going to be integrating it into the rest of my life. That's what I'm nerding on right now.
Bars.
I'm with it. That is the future regardless. So you're just ahead of a lot of people at this point.
I'm all in. So if you all want to know anything, let me know. I'm the guy. Because, I'm a nerd like that. What about you, Roxy?
I am.
She's like, I found a new vibrator.
Yeah. Oh.
No, please don't.
I'm
God,
joking.
I don't know why I would prompt her.
You see how he started? Y'all see he started it. I was just listening to AI.
We're talking about these wands today, okay? These wands.
Because I was using AI to do my budget and stuff. So I was like, oh, this is great. I haven't done it like that with the role thing. Like, pretend you're this person and then make
you don't say pretend. You say you are.
You are?
Yeah.
If you say pretend, then they're like, So
yeah,
you got a specific.
On the other side is if you offer it a tip or give it stakes, that works better too.
Oh,
it gives you better results.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
My leg will get cut off if this doesn't work, and it'll give you better results.
Oh my God. Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I am nerding out on just anime as a whole.
What you watching?
I think I said it before. So I'm actually reading more manga. So now I'm working for Game Rant and stuff like that. So I have to write a whole lot of it's a lot of articles. And so like I didn't realize it's a whole lot of stuff like I didn't see, but also because I work for it, stuff's getting spoiled for me all the time. I learned something about Demon Slayer because I have not caught up on it. I was so pissed.
You're not caught up on the anime?
No, I'm not caught up on the manga.
Oh, well, the manga's over. It's been over.
But I've never read it. And so I'm on the anime and I started kind of reading the manga to where the anime is, but something very important got spoiled for me. And I've been pissed for 3 weeks. So now I'm just reading all manga all day.
Where are you at with the Jujutsu Kaisen?
I am in the middle of the Culling Game arc.
I don't read manga.
Oh, okay. So. I'm chapter 1.
Where's the anime? 'Cause I have no idea.
The anime stopped at 137.
Okay, where you at?
I'm in 175, 180.
Does it keep getting better?
Oh, get mad. Okay, so
Don't you tell me nothing.
I'm not,
I'll
but
never...
no, like I've been going crazy. Jujutsu Kaisen and Yu Yu Hakusho. I started Yu Yu Hakusho over. But like
that's a
Yu
good
Yu
one.
Hakusho
A classic.
I forgot how much
It's
stuff
so
happened on the first episode.
Good. It's so good. It holds up. We watched it
It's
again.
so good.
We watched it again on Animation, and just like watching it, you're like, when this came out, there was nothing that was comparing to it.
It was
And
like
to
the
this
music
day, it's still
was
good.
great.
The music, the storytelling, the artwork was
so good.
okay.
Yeah,
the artwork's okay.
It was goofy, but it was like not. But I missed '90s because I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and then I went and watched that. I'm like, this is completely different.
Yeah.
But it was so funny, like you said, the voiceover. I don't really like
Yu Yu
dub,
Hakusho he wants to smoke.
but I watch it. And I love him. He be like, "What's
One
up?"
of my favorite scenes ever is like in Yu Yu Hakusho is like he's with his two homies, right? And they're about to they're going through these rooms to fight these different bosses of these rooms. And then one of them shows up and it's like a lady, like a beautiful woman. And she's like, I'm gonna kill all y'all. And then the two guys are like, nah, man, we ain't gonna fight her, bro. That's a woman. We can't do that. He's like, I don't care if you're a baby. I don't care if you're what. I will knock out anybody. Like, you can get the smoke. You came up to me. Like, I was like, this man is...
He don't give a shit.
He don't give a shit.
He's
I will
one
knock
of my
out a
favorite
grandma.
characters.
Like,
Yo.
he's so
Baby
funny.
was my favorite part.
He's
but
like, I would knock out a baby.
anybody can get it. I like him and Luffy for that reason. Like, they'd be like, let's fight. But that and just reading Jujutsu Kaisen is like, I really like reading manga. It's so quick.
Right.
It's so quick, but I be stressed.
I can't read manga because I have a hard time with... I've read so many comic books in my life that reading manga, like reading it backwards, like my brain is just like, stop it. What are you doing? So I've tried to sit down and read manga. I have a couple manga books next to my bed, and I've opened them up a few times. They're like fan fiction of My Hero Academia, and I'm just trying to read them, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
Read them on them pirated sites because then they just got them.
They flip them? Mm-hmm. Oh.
I've seen some where they're flipped.
Yeah, I don't know. I like waiting for the anime because it's like, because then people think they're better than you when who read the manga. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm finna be a bitch.
Yeah, so like one of my good friends, shout out to one of my good friends, Keenan Baker. He reads manga and looks at all the spoilers online. But he always likes to look down his nose at me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he doesn't know what's gonna happen. Like, hey, he don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm
You
just
got more
like,
time to sit up there and
uncultured.
read it.
Yeah.
Great, cute. We don't care. We'll wait for the
Uncultured. Y'all
dubs.
Shout out to
I can't wait.
hoe-ass.
I can't wait to talk shit to you.
as he would say, shout out to hoe ass bitch ass Keenan.
Damn.
That's what he would say.
They so rude to each other.
So rude.
They said Brennan got little shoulders. And I've been laughing at that for like a year.
Do I have little? I don't think I do.
You don't, but that's what made it so. It's like, shut the fuck up, Brennan, with them little ass shoulders. And I was like, they just.
Who said that, Keenan? That's a wild shot.
That is a wild
That's
shot,
a
but
wild
It was wild 'cause I
shot.
don't have little shoulders. That's like, if I did, I'm like, I get it. They say, shut up, Brennan, with your big head. I'm like, yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on.
Sorry.
Let's get into what we're talking about today. We're talking about Harry Potter. Roxy.
I'm so excited.
Oh, man.
Wow. She cannot
Okay.
behave.
Okay.
I had sugar. I love Harry Potter.
All right, so first and foremost, like we got a little bit of Harry Potter gear up in the house.
Yeah.
Roxy is attempting to wear something Harry Potter.
That is
wouldn't
not
close.
Hogwarts official. They did not give you that at check-in.
They did
You know
not.
that's a
No,
lie.
that is not your
Diagon Alley
size.
did not send that
Why
to
y'all
you.
firing me up like this today?
I'm just saying, like, your titties were like, this is not magical.
Yo, this
like,
sweater would not. Hold on.
No, you don't have to. Like, stop. Just stop.
This Shein ass Harry Potter.
Yo!
This Shein Hogwarts plug.
First of all, this is movie quality.
Yo, right now, those buttons, power level are over 9,000. Over 9,000. Them buttons is going so hard. Good Lord.
Yo, not
This
it,
is from
Roxy.
Hot Topic, okay?
Yeah. And then she pulled, okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about, first and foremost, and obviously I got this, my grandma got me this, Gryffindor. So yeah, it actually fits me though. Isn't that crazy how that works?
Burly, because them shoulders small. Anything can fit. You just put it on.
You done?
Yes.
Thank you. So what brought each of you guys to the fandom of the Harry Potter universe? First, before we get into that, J.K. Rowling's trash.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
absolute trash.
Terrible
Get that out the way
Great,
out
great
top.
world came out of her, but she's trash.
She just needs to shut up.
So actually, I'm gonna start here.
Yeah, man.
Khleo, what brought you to the Harry Potter world?
My cousin had started reading all the books, and then I remember when it got announced that we were getting a Harry Potter movie. And I remember them auditioning kids from America to be Harry Potter. And I don't know if this got wiped from the internet, but I'm pretty sure there was a kid that was announced who was an American actor, and there was some backlash about that over there, and they were like, nah. And they scrapped the kid, and had to go back to the drawing board, and then
Daniel
that's how we got
Radcliffe.
I know
the
he
3.
is pissed.
Can you imagine being told, like imagine screen testing and
Oh
you
my
know that.
God.
So I remember hearing about that as a kid, but then didn't read the books. But when that first movie came out, I was all in. I thought this was dope. These are kids. They go to this school. They're wizards. They're witches. Like it really brought you into a world that we didn't have at that time. And no one expected Warner Brothers to really stick it out for that many movies, build this incredible world, and nail it the way they did. Every time I go back and rewatch it every year, I'm just like, they committed to the idea. And they gave that to us in such a great way.
You know what's really amazing is I love the way that Khleo just presented that. You know, it was really authentic. It was real. It was like, it felt heartfelt. This nigga ain't read the books, so I don't believe in
you're
anything
fucking right.
I'm just saying, like, he sounded so into it, but I'm like, he didn't even read the books.
gotta
Like,
read the books.
he's over here just like the movies. Like the movies are like a tenth of the books.
Yeah, facts.
That's cute.
Not
There's
even.
That's cute. That's cute.
The world is so much bigger in the books.
So much better.
I'm sure it is.
It's not even
so
close.
Much. It's so
Thanks.
much better.
But now we got the internet, and I could just look up the cliff notes and the things, or what's the differences
this is
between.
a nerd podcast.
This is a nerd podcast. You're over here on some casual shit, bro.
Listen.
You act
It's
like a
giving
mad casual.
You know, I
Listen.
never agree with him.
Listen, all I gotta do is type in differences between book and movie.
That's gross.
And now I know what the difference is.
Tomato.
Stop.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed the world that was presented in front of you. I do agree that the movies are
I'm
great.
lukewarm on it. I'm lukewarm on it. Go ahead, Roxy. Tell me what brought you into it.
So actually,
did you read the books?
yeah, I read the book.
All of them?
Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay.
After.
You don't get to ask that, Khleo.
And-
I do.
You don't
I
get
do.
to ask.
I do.
Three questions.
Because
Am I-
Roxy,
all of them?
Roxy would do that. Roxy be like, I read the books. Which ones? The first one? And then she would do some shit like
Valid,
that.
but did I read them?
Okay, now we know.
So,
I agree with Khleo.
Don't be
actually.
on
I
this-
I didn't want to
I
agree with
don't-
him, but he's right. You would do that.
but I don't lie. But y'all know I read 100 books a year. Well, I try to read 100 books a
Okay,
year.
Kat.
See how she switched it
All right,
real
Kat.
quick?
I do.
Roxy, how did you into the fandom?
Like that.
Damn
Okay,
it.
so no, I really enjoy Harry Potter. I got into it because one of my friends was watching the movies. Like, she was crazy about Harry Potter. My grandma gave us some books, but I will agree, me and Khleo were talking about it before. The books were so thick that I was just like, I'm not reading all of this. But yeah, I did end up starting to watch it with my friend, and I think it was when it was like the 6th movie. What was that? Half-Blood Prince?
Yeah.
And so that's when I saw Half-Blood Prince before I saw any of the other movies. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. I don't even necessarily know what's going on, but this is great. So I went back and watched all the other movies, started catching up on the books. And then by the time Deathly Hallows came out, I was caught up. But now as an adult, like I reread all of the books every couple years randomly. I'll just go through and read them. Right now I'm listening to them on audiobook. It's pretty dope. It's great. Like there's so much more in the books. There's so many more characters. The world is bigger.
Yeah.
There's so many more just like relationship dynamics that aren't even explored in the movies. Like,
Agreed.
just characters are better in the books. They made Ron so stupid in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's much
dope.
his
dope.
character is crazy in the books.
Yeah.
Even like Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny doesn't do shit in the movies, but in the books, like, she is probably one of my favorite characters. Like, she just don't be playing, she be talking shit. She said nothing in the movies.
Yeah.
So it's just so Dumbledore's more of an asshole in the book. I will get into that later, but yeah, there's just more stuff in the books. So yeah, that's what got me into it.
All right, well, I'm happy I went last because I do feel like I guess I'm king nerd in this bitch because I didn't realize I thought in my mind, because I don't really talk about Harry Potter that often with people, is I kind of assumed everybody else did the same thing I did. Is I got on Harry Potter like around the time the second book came out. This is long before the movies came out, and it didn't come about because I was like, I want to read a nerdy book. I think my mom had found it because my mom likes to read, and so she found it and she told me that I would like it, and I was like, I don't care. And then immediately, like within like a month or two, immediately within a month or two, I got I used to get grounded for anything below B. And so I got a C+, I think. And so they would ground me for the whole semester. So that's half a year. Until I get another report card, not a progress report. Until I get another report card, I am grounded. Which means the things I can't tell you. I'm not going to go into the list of things I couldn't do. I'll tell you what I could do. I could breathe. I could drink water. I could eat food. I could read books, and I could use the bathroom. That's pretty much what my life was. And anything that had nothing to do with digital entertainment, I could do. So I was completely disconnected from the digital world. And so my mom was just like, yeah, so about this book. I was like, I'll take that.
Anything,
I need
jeez, to pass
something.
the time. Wow.
Yeah, so I ended up reading. So I read the first. Ended up over time reading all the Harry Potter books before they came out as movies. I've read all of them 3 times when I was grounded. But they're all so good, you know. And like anybody who's just to give a little advice to anybody who wants to get into it and is thinking about wanting to start reading it, or you know, I would always recommend reading it first. I think the experience is better if you read the books and then watch the movies because you get the context a lot better. Is that the first half of the first book is not that good. I don't care what anybody says, like they can argue with me to the end of the earth. Like
Facts.
it's not that good. The first half of the first book is not that good. But if you can get to the part, as soon as he gets to Hogwarts, the shit takes off. The second book, just for anybody else who knows, the second book is the worst book.
Damn.
Yeah.
It is the worst book. The
It's so
third
boring.
book is top 3 out of the 7. Third book is when I really was like,
Prisoner of
I'm all in.
Azkaban.
Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban happened. I was like, I'm all in on this. And then it just kind of goes up from there. 4th book is amazing. 5th book is amazing. 6th book is really good. 7th book is ridiculous. And they seem to get longer too for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got
yeah.
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, the second one is the
Stick
shortest
fit.
book as well. Thank God.
Because it sucked.
Yeah, it
I don't
wasn't
even
good.
remember what even happened.
I don't even remember.
The Chamber of Secrets?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like what were they doing? I don't
It was
remember.
trash. I don't remember. Like I said, I read like the thing is I legitimately read this when I was like 14 or 15. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 36 now. So it's like I don't remember all the details because it's like
I
that
just
was
read it a couple months ago and I don't remember.
Yeah, well that's your Roxy. You know, your last name Haze is for a reason.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So
Valid.
I guess I went right. How would you suggest someone first enjoy it? I didn't even read that question. I just started talking
Going
about
for
it.
it.
But do you guys have any other kind of any other perspectives for those who haven't read the books of how you'd recommend somebody get into the series? No. Somebody who hasn't read the books. How should they get into it, Khleo?
If they're going to read the books?
No, they ain't gonna read the books. They're gonna be like,
If
Khleo.
they just want to watch Harry Potter.
Yeah, just
What about play the video game? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe
no,
just look up a wiki.
Literally just go on Max and just press play. Because it's that easy now. We didn't have to, you got to think, Blockbuster, or think about how many kids. Man, yo,
That's
I had a
valid.
friend who had them all on bootleg, bro.
Harry
And we
Potter
would go to his
bootleg is
house,
hilarious.
and it was back in the day when it was like really from a camera in the theater.
Yep.
Oh my God, it was so trash. But we still watched it. We still watched it. But now look, throw on Max. You can start your marathon. You know, get some popcorn, hang some candles from your ceiling. Don't burn the house down, and
Oh my
get into
gosh.
the mood of it.
This man.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Khleo.
yeah.
Mine's the inverse of what you said. I sometimes like watching the movie first and then going back and reading the book, especially if it's something I'm not like crazy interested in. Because people don't want to read. Let's just be honest, they don't want to read. But I feel like if you really love the movies or just enjoy them once you see them, then you'll want to go read the book, and then you could kind of point out the differences in verse.
What's wild to me is because I had read the book so many times, like watching the movies, I was very disappointed, to be fully honest.
That's what I'm
No, I was super disappointed because I watched the movies, like the first like 3 movies, and I was like, this is boring. Like that's how I felt. I was like, this is actually boring. Like they didn't capture the feeling that I experienced when I when I read the book. It really didn't. Like if you
The books be action
like
packed.
I know you probably won't do it, but if you ever do if you ever just decide that's what you're gonna do, pick any of the movies, read any of the book associated with it. Just read the book one time and then watch the movie again, and I think you'll understand. You'll be like, oh. You're gonna be like, oh, this isn't even close. You know, and it's like I could actually go back and critique the movies and say, here's what you could change to make this better.
If you're telling me the stakes are higher in the Goblet of Fire book in comparison to like the Goblet of Fire movie,
It's crazier.
This is the original?
It's like 10 times crazier.
the
The Goblet of Fire. Yeah,
The
so
book?
like
Oh,
the
no, this is the
scene
original.
where the Death Eaters and Voldemort have like Harry and Cedric, like
Here, hold that.
how they say it is completely different than how I have
How
in
does
the movie.
did he just like
Oh, that's
he just
look
went
how
to
little.
he retorted in disgust when he touched the book.
He's
Oh
like,
my
I don't
God.
like words. But yeah, but like just the scene is so much like they were really torturing Harry, and I don't feel like they
was
really
bad.
show that in the movie.
Yo, this dude literally lived under their steps.
Yeah.
Like it felt like he was an indentured servant. Like that's the way they set it
And
up.
how they would talk to him was
Yo, they talked to
crazy.
him so crazy.
They'd be like, are you eating a sandwich? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey Potter.
No,
No,
Read-
no,
read-
we're not doing this.
No.
We're not taking.
No, hold on.
We're not picking and choosing
Hey
slander.
Potter shrieked Pansy Parkinson, a Slytherin girl with a face like a pig.
She was such a bitch.
No,
she was.
a face like a pug.
Can you read it in a British accent? Because this
Come
is
on now,
terrible.
give
The Dementors are coming. The Dementors are coming, Potter.
There we go. Yeah.
New third. Yo,
She
yeah,
was-
I'm already
she
out.
was
You can
mocking
have it.
Kip-
I'm good.
No, you're
I'm good.
not-
I'll just
you're
stick
not
to the
trying.
movie.
Oh
I'll stick to the
God!
movies.
All right, listen, guys. As you guys know, one of the best experiences you can have is pulling up for our Patreon. Reason being is because our Patreon members are actually live with us right now. Shout out to y'all. What's up?
What up?
What up?
And we be listening. And so in that listening, Rhea Sunshine actually posed a question to us because we told them ahead of time the topics of what we're going to be filming and asked if they had any questions for us. And she came up with some good ones. So we're going to go ahead and answer them questions, Miss Sunshine. And the first one is, what are your Hogwarts houses? Now, before we get into that, got to shout out to our producer, Hippie, because she didn't even ask us no questions, but just knew. I mean, she didn't ask me nothing. But then I just show up and then it's like, all right, here's your magical potion that actually has, it's dripping, but actually has my house on it. Because I'm a Gryffindor, you know, courage in the face. So, what about you, you evil human being over here? What is yours?
So I am Slytherin. So I've taken the test multiple times.
I bet you have.
I always get 50%. I don't know what that means, but suck me. I get 50% Hufflepuff, 50% Slytherin, like almost every time I've taken one of them tests. But I feel like I lean more towards Slytherin.
Because you're a villain.
Because I don't care about y'all's feelings or your well-being. If some shit was to go down, I would throw y'all to the wolves. So yeah,
So you're
Slytherin.
a Slytherpuff.
Yeah, I'm a
You're a
Slytherin.
Slytherpuff.
Jesus.
But what'd you say before? What'd you say? We
wait.
going down to Hufflepuff?
All the hoes at Hufflepuff.
Y'all heard how he talks to me.
Everybody knows, but everyone knows that.
All right, so everyone
knows that.
Everybody who has their titties out right now, please raise your hand.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
like-
All right.
Thank you. As you were saying,
I got Ravenclaw, man. I got Ravenclaw, which, come to find out, all we got over there is like the owlery. That's it.
yeah.
That's
Ain't
all
nothing
we
there.
got. right?
Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff really they're just kind of like sidekicks.
so
there.
more.
No, I'm just saying like in the books.
Damn, buried. We're just so what
No,
you're saying,
look.
Hufflepuff can't be in the same boat as Ravenclaw at all? No.
Okay, so
Gryffindor?
hold on, guys. I just want to
Gryffindor.
specify in the books.
Ravenclaw.
In the books is very, in my eyes, the way that I remember reading them and like looking at the 4 houses, it was a 2-house show. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, they got almost no
You
love.
would only see them if they were doing
Yeah, I mean,
Quidditch.
there were some characters that were cool side characters.
Cedric from Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw.
Cedric Diggory's from Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was dope.
That's,
what
but
happened
that's
to him,
it.
though?
What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying, but that's it.
What happened to
I'm
him?
agreeing.
What do you mean he was dope? He got offed. My boy.
I'm saying,
But who
Yeah,
else?
what-
But who
what
was in
happened?
Ravenclaw? Chow?
I don't.
Well,
I
that
don't-
was
the
just
thing
a
is, I'll say
crazy
this.
racist name.
How about this? I don't remember
Luna.
because they didn't matter.
That's so rude.
They didn't matter. If you take them out of the whole, like for the most part, if you took those 2 houses out, if Hogwarts would have been 2 houses, Slytherin and Gryffindor,
They
you
would've
could've
killed
fit-
each other.
You could have fit all the characters that mattered, quote unquote, from the other 2 houses into those
playing
2
with
houses,
Luna.
and it wouldn't have been a problem.
I
playing
get
with
that,
Luna.
but
No, the thing is, this is not a note on those houses. This is a note on trash JKRowling. She could have built. She could have built out those houses better and made something more of it. Because as of
Trash
now, it's
J.K.
not. But either way, I'm a Gryffindor. What?
No, I'll bring my point later. Go ahead. What are you?
Ravenclaw.
You don't read books. I just been wanting to say that since we started.
All right. Any
I don't
Harry
read books. I just
any
haven't read
Harry
this book.
Potter theories that you
don't.
like or dislike? Can I start on this one?
Go for it.
No.
There is the one. I think it was from. Was it the Chronicles of Narnia? Which the one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. I love this one because the Chronicle of Narnia came out long before, Harry Potter did, right? Mm-hmm. In the Chronicles of Narnia, there's 4 people that run that world, that created that world, and those 4 people are like their colors, their personalities, the things they're known for, all align with the 4 creators of the 4 houses of Harry Potter.
Oh, so they're saying that the. Oh.
So it's like the Harry Potter world in some perspectives could be a continuation. You know, it's like a lot of people say it's just J.K. Rowling giving a nod to the Chronicles of Narnia because there would be no Harry Potter without the
Yeah,
Chronicles
and I
of Narnia.
love Chronicles of Narnia.
I read that too. Chronicles of Narnia
It's
are
thick.
really good, really really good. Thick is the word you chose to describe
it?
it.
It is thick. Oh, whoa, it's thick.
I'm just sorry.
For
Just
your hands,
stick to me and to Cleo's hands. To you, to you, it's just a little
These
bit.
are normal hands.
It's just a little bit
is
normal.
the
for-
Chronicles of Narnia a Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
It is,
but
right?
then there's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that's one of the books.
Yeah,
Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe is a book in the Chronicles of Narnia.
it's like what? 4?
There's 4 of them, I think. But it's a really good adventure. I love the Chronicles of Narnia.
interesting.
Actually, I think I read that after Harry Potter, but I never put the 2 together. And then like after doing that, I was like, oh, this is really cool. This actually does fit together. I remember looking into it and saying, this actually does fit together. That's dope. The worlds don't really fit together. I mean, they're both magical worlds, but how you get to them and what they are and all that. It's like maybe in my mind, I'm like, maybe the Chronicles of Narnia is like super old school. It's
Yeah.
like this is like the ancient times of the magical world of Harry Potter, and it evolved into where it is now. Where it's just like back in the Chronicles of Narnia, it wasn't like we wield magic. It's just like things are magical. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference in
We
how
live
that
in this
is.
world of
Yeah, we live
magic.
in this world of magical things. It's not like humans wield magic.
Gotcha.
You know, and then it's like maybe at some point humans learn to do that, and here we are. Saying that Raya's in the
Anyway, she said she's a Ravenclaw.
she said she's a Ravenclaw.
She said Fantastic Beasts is for Hufflepuff.
Yes, I was just
Fantastic
that's what I
Beasts.
was going to
That's
say
right.
earlier. Which
Newt Scamander?
which went to trash. The first movie was great.
The first one was good. The second one was it was okay.
Oh, doo doo. But yeah, I love Newt Scamander. He's one of my favorite.
All right, well, do you have any?
Go ahead. No, go.
I was gonna say, do you have any theories that you guys like about Harry Potter world?
It's not a theory, but kind of, sort of, just like about how J.K. Rowling's racist, and a lot of the stuff that was in the book was racist, and I fully agree.
Yeah, she didn't
like,
want to cast black folk.
How the elves were like supposed to be black people, and I didn't
know that.
fully realize it till I heard the audiobooks recently.
Wow.
And like they're talking in like this broken English dialect that is very reflective to me of like
Nigga Jim.
Amos and Andy. Yeah, for real. They like Harry Potter, my God. Like they're talking really like slavey broken English, and the fact that they're
Hey,
slaves.
I'll say this: Dobie's a real one though.
He the only one.
He's a real
There's
one.
so many other elves, and they're like, we don't want to be free. We like being slaves.
You're correct. There's a lot of that. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's a whole world where they're like, we don't give us no clothes. We like our masters.
Yes.
They say that shit.
Yeah.
Like this is fucking weird, and just how the goblins are supposed to be like Jewish people. It's just like, yeah, it's just
read that.
yeah about the.
I didn't know about that.
It was supposed to be like parodies of them. The big nose, the money grubbing, stereotyping.
Oh.
It's even, but the Cho
never
Chang,
even- man, I
all
got-
of that is racist.
Yeah, the Cho Chang
Chang
thing.
is
That's
pretty bad.
still that's the most wild one for me. I'm like,
Cho-Chang?
yo.
Yeah,
that's the
I
most-
think I never. The funny thing is, reading it all, I never had any of those. Like I felt like I grew up in a little bit of a utopia, and so like the idea, like racist ideals didn't exist. You know, so like I didn't know any of the Jewish like stereotypes. I didn't know any of like almost any of it, like any of the things that weren't like black and white. Like I had no idea. And so like reading it, that's when I was in that world. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, Cho Chang, that's a name. Like I didn't think that would be like a racist name, but now I'm like, oh my god,
Like, you're wild.
could
for
you
that.
say a more racist Asian name? Like, I don't think so.
Even how she's depicted like the black people, I'm just like, they don't really do shit. But then like in the book, it just sounds so much worse in the book for some reason. But
See,
yeah,
another reason to read it. You can learn about racism, Khleo.
learn about racism.
Safe to say, because they did announce that we're getting a series based on every single book coming soon for the Harry Potter world.
With the kids,
There's no way Cho Chang is in that.
Not as that name.
There's no way Cho Chang is in
they
that.
just gonna be like,
Oh, at all?
How can you?
but she's kind. Well, she's not
She's
super
kind of
important to the
she's
story,
important
but
enough.
she's like, yeah,
If they're doing a whole series on each book, then there's a couple
which
books.
they also didn't really show her in the movie. Like,
No, yeah. All right, so Khleo, what
And
about
she
you?
snitched. She snitched. Theory that I do like or don't like. Isn't there a theory in which that Dumbledore's technically like the god of death? Because he
Yeah,
had
I've
all
heard
three
that.
of the Deathly Hallows.
yeah, but I'm like,
I don't
but I
like
could
that.
see it though.
Yeah, for the book readers, y'all tell me.
Well, I don't. Dumbledore's just.
I can't wait to get to Dumbledore.
Yeah, I was about to say
I
that.
can't wait to get to
I
old
wouldn't,
Dumby.
More so, I'll say I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
If somebody's like, "Oh, that's true," I'll be like, "Yeah,"
Okay.
because can I read the next question?
Go ahead. What
Was
question you-
Dumbledore an asshole? Yes, absolutely, 1,000,000%.
I think yes and because the thing is like he was an asshole, but he also did help.
for the greater good.
He played everybody.
But yeah, but like he literally set up a child to die. Like he literally knew, it was so much that he knew.
Voldemort
and
lost, though.
And he cooked Harry. He was marinating Harry for all of these years.
Yep.
So he could die at the perfect time.
Say it like
That-
Snape though. Say it like Snape. How Snape said it. Say how Snape said it.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on, bro.
Like a lamb to slaughter.
Like a lamb to slaughter.
Yo, shout out Snape, man.
Lily.
I love it.
That acting.
Snape.
Best acting in the whole series.
Agreed.
Best actor in the whole. I know
Every
that they fought for him.
Yeah.
They fought for him to be Snape. Like apparently he denied the role like a couple times.
He denied the role and was gonna leave the project. He
Yeah.
was gonna leave that stuff, and then sat down with JK, and JK told him what the story was gonna end up being, and he
Yeah.
was like, "I'll
Oh,
stay."
okay.
Which
makes sense
that
now.
would have been detrimental.
Agreed.
Because
If we didn't have Snape like that, I don't think it would have worked.
Because just like how they switched Dumbledore when the first guy died, I know what I'm
Why are you laughing?
Because the second guy guy was so fucking bad. Like watch the first couple movies and watch how that Dumbledore's just like,
No,
because he was like, the second one, when he came in and was yelling at Harry in Goblet of Fire, that's a meme, but it is so correct. Dumbledore was never no aggressive person. He was a calculating, crazy asshole in these bedazzled robes that he just randomly started wearing. That motherfucker was not wearing it 50 years ago in Fantastic Beasts. All of a sudden, in 50 years, now you dressing like a fucking...
What's wrong with the glow
He
up?
came into his own.
He looks
Think about
terrible.
it.
What's wrong with the glow up?
He looks terrible. But then I forgot what
Say
the
that
fuck
to
I
your
was saying.
shirt.
My shirt looks great, Patreon.
Oh my God.
But like you made me forget my point.
Yeah.
But they switched the actors because the actor died, and then the new actor was just so like,
I love New Dumbledore.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Says calmly, like he did.
Says calmly.
That was not Dumbledore's character. He was fine.
Look,
but
I'm
that
gonna stop
was
you
not
guys.
Dumbledore.
I have a couple more quick questions I want to get to.
Yes, I'm angry.
First one, I can see that. Who had the saddest death to you?
Snape.
Not me.
Who? Dobby?
Are you gonna say Dobby?
No.
I don't know why I said it so
Now I want
aggressive.
y'all to guess. Who else you think is sad?
Who had a Severus?
The twin.
Sirius Black's death?
That was the saddest
It's
one.
because he like,
No, the thing is, The
Flo-
thing is, you're thinking about the movies. I'm thinking about the book.
oh, it's so much.
I
worse
was
in the
so
book.
connected to that, bro. Like in the book, I know you don't. This isn't for you. It's okay. But I'll say is that in the books, the way that they build up this man's uncle,
Yeah.
the way that the way they built him up, the way that he showed up and supported the sacrifice that he made
loved
for Harry.
Harry.
He loved Harry. He loved justice. He was a strong, like, to me, I would argue, to me, he was the strongest character portrayed in that entire series.
I agree.
Because of what he endured. He took those
Dementors.
the mentor. He took them
face.
to the face for years, for decades.
And he
took
said
them
the
to
only
face.
thing that kept him going was the fact that he knew he was innocent.
He was innocent. So he held on to literal soul crushing punishment and said, nah, like this ain't,
I ain't
for
pussy,
me.
yeah,
I
I'm in
ain't shit. I stand on business. And then he
did.
got out and still was not fucked up.
No.
Like the only person out of that prison not to be fucked up. And I also think the depiction of the prisons there was really interesting because that's like the American prison system.
Facts.
It's like, it's supposed to be rehabilitation, but it's like, no, you're literally have these things
Thrown
sucking
away
the
in
soul.
He said you hear people screaming and all, like just this
Yeah, it's the scariest thing ever.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So for me, when he died, I was like, he to me in a lot of ways represented like hope, and like overcoming and like resilience. And so when he passed, I was just like, shit. What is
There's no hope.
Well, for me, that he was like the first major tragedy in the books. You know what I'm saying? So like that was the first one. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
anybody
actually.
can get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can get it because they brought him in such a grandiose way. The whole book was about this dude. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like he died the way he died. And I'm just like, I was hurt. Like I remember like I distinctly
cried.
remember doing this, like closing the book and setting it down, and then just like looking out the window, like just staring, like, oh, I suppose that none of us are safe. It was like because I was a teenager, so for me this was like, I know this is taking it a bit far, but like this was one of my actual first real experiences with death. And the reason I say real is like I was very fortunate not to have any of my close family members or friends die until I was like in my 20s. But so and also things hit differently when you're going through puberty. So that's why everybody's favorite music genre is between the age of when they were 13 and 18 because that's when things just feel stronger for you. And so for me, that was like when I was in my strongest feelings, reading this book that had a whole book about this guy, and then the way that he died in the space of protecting after holding on to all these things for so many years.
sad.
That junk hit me in every left ventricle piece of my body. I was like, good God, nothing is sacred anymore.
And then
so-
it just goes crazy after that too.
yeah, and then the
like,
book just like goes off the rail. Like everything goes off the rails. It's
everybody
like,
dies. Anybody could die.
Yeah,
Everybody
Voldemort's fully back. Like
that's how he was dancing. Is Voldemort?
it's just like Voldemort's fully back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did answer the sad deaths, right?
Oh, it was
Snape. When Snape had to go.
Oh, wait, isn't this the
All right, so
what it do?
And then he did.
all right, so since you guys are both
He
dead,
just gave it away.
guys, all right, reset.
Sorry.
We're here.
Sorry.
All right. So guys, I also want to ask, were there any deaths that actually made you cheer?
Bellatrix.
Bellatrix.
Not my daughter, you bitch! Pow!
That was it. That was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one, man. The Weasley mama
I'll say
coming
this:
through.
Bellatrix, I think, was the only character that I liked more in the movies than in the books.
Yeah.
She in the because in the books she wasn't that vivid of a character, to be honest. Like she was just kind of weird. She was always kind of in the background.
Yeah.
But in the movie, that actress, she brought so much to her.
Ellen Bonham
Yeah,
Carter,
and she was
be
also kind of
killing it.
sexy too. So it was just like there was like that sexiness to her, just like quirky
she,
sexiness.
She was like, she always be weird.
She was like weird, but also
freaky.
you'd be like,
You got a thing for Bellatrix looking women.
her in that movie, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be like, what's up? Like, I think that's not as bad. I don't think that's as bad as Bill Nye. Let's just keep it where it is.
The son, he can give me. I'll take that Bunsen burner.
All I'm saying is like, wow, Bunsen burner. All right, we're gonna move on. We're going to move on.
How
does she?
Wow.
What?
The Bunsen burner.
Oh
But no, I
my
agree.
god.
So yeah, Bellatrix.
All right,
Bellatrix, yeah.
Bellatrix.
That moment for the Weasley's mom riding for her daughter at that point.
Also, can I throw this in there? Fred, like when Fred and George, which one died? Fred died, right?
Fred
I
died.
was sad, but I
didn't
found,
care.
But then I found out it was supposed to be the dad. They were gonna kill Arthur, which I'm glad they
That
didn't.
would have been sad.
I would have.
I
I
didn't
would have
really
threw
care
the shit
about
in the trash.
the twins.
It was
twins.
yeah.
There was two of them. They kind of were the same person. So they killed one of them, and I'm just like, all right, well,
And
brother's
he
still
ended
here.
up dating the same girl that he was dating, so it was fine.
He what?
Says the
Angelina,
twin.
they had kids.
As a twin, I can say that they are identical
you
twins.
are a twin.
I am a twin. They killed one of the identical twins. I'm a fraternal twin, so this does not apply to me. But in the books, the way they were portrayed, and even in the movie, they were the same person. Yeah. They were the same person. So killing one of them, I'm like, I'm sad about it, kinda. But really, like, I don't.
Somebody had to go.
Somebody had to go. It's like, why don't you? If somebody has to go, what about the copied one?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Didn't Tonks and
Yeah, they
Lupin
both died.
Like, and they were together.
That was sad
that's
because then the
sad,
little
too.
baby
Yeah, that
was
was
an
sad.
orphan,
Yeah.
and it was like Harry, but Harry took care of him, so he wouldn't have to live like how Harry lived.
So quick question then. So the theory in which we have Harry being the chosen one,
Yeah.
but
be Neville.
technically is it
It's
also Neville?
I
Neville.
think it's Neville.
Neville was-
real shit. Neville came through it too.
Neville was the most clutch character in all the ways. Like, and I think it was really interesting how he was depicted in the movie and in the books. In the books, it's just like he was worse in the books in the space of like how clumsy he was and how
Super
nerdy and how
goofy.
dumb he was. But he always said the thing or did the thing that it's just like if he didn't say or do that, none of this would be happening.
Yeah.
Like he's the key to like all the future happening. You know, it's just like Neville was just always showed up. And it's just like, I remember the first few books, I was like, why is he here? You know? But then as it kept coming, kept going, I'm just like, yo.
So the prophecy that is written within the Harry Potter lore, it could, or are we saying that it could also be about Neville? Or that's the part that confuses me
I'm
sometimes.
say 95% I think it's Neville. Like just the more I'm rereading the books, I'm like, I feel like it was Neville. Because if Neville didn't kill fucking Nagini, like we would be
Everyone's done.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
done. But like you said, it was just other stuff that was going on that I feel like it was him.
And Neville's both of his parents died as well, right?
No, they're in the hospital. Like Bellatrix
That's right.
cursed them.
Yeah.
They did the
He has,
thing.
Yeah.
His story was as sad as Harry's.
It was I think it was sadder because he had to see them.
Yeah.
Like he would go on the weekends and see them with his grandma. I just read that
Is it
part. That's why I'm
Cruciatus
sad.
curse?
Yeah.
And so like
Yep.
she was like giving him gum wrappers or something just to give him something because it's like she knows that that's her son, but she doesn't know that that's her son. And like the grandma was like, just throw it away, and he kept it. Damn. So he's like keeping all these little things to keep this connection with his parents. I'm finna cry. To keep these connections with his parents and to see them
sad.
like that. And then he hears, I'm at the part where like the Death Eaters all escape. So the people that did this to your parents that you see
They in the streets now.
They're out.
Yeah.
And so that's why he started training harder because he was like, I gotta avenge my parents.
Yeah.
I'm finna cry. It's so damn sad, Neville.
All right, so
Long bottle.
I think we've done a pretty good job of being able to give a lot of nerd lore for Harry Potter because, you know, if you haven't seen the show, then, you know, seen the experience, I should call it, because this movie is not even a show yet. If you haven't seen it, then obviously would you guys all recommend this is worth the experience?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
It's a world unlike any other. It's been created. It's amazing. But I do want to move on to the spot of the show that Roxy always likes to show out on, is the show and tell.
Oh, I'm about to say all of it.
So Roxy, yes, what do you got? What you got for
What
us?
did you bring, Roxy?
So I have, which I've never seen the tag still on.
Oh my God.
I have.
Who'd you steal that
What
from?
is
I
that?
didn't. I was finna.
What first year did you beat up and take that
Give me your cloak, Britt. No, it's so I got this. So you will actually
It's
remember.
just
You
funny.
can't even
It's
get the
funny. She
zipper.
can't get up
Give it
because
here.
Her hands
Give
are
it
too
here.
big to
You
get.
can't.
open.
Her
Okay,
hands
good.
are too big to get to the little
Oh,
button.
you was gonna help me though?
I was.
You know you love me. You be playing this game. All right, so oh, my hair's cut.
Why is the sound effects?
So as you will remember,
Where's your microphone?
So as you will remember, we filmed and we did like Harry Potter. What was that, Clue?
Yeah.
And so I had got us these capes to film, these cloaks to film, and I had got them from Amazon, and they were trash. They were super flimsy. But my homie Max the Slayer, shout out to Max the Slayer.
Max.
What up,
she
Max?
stays going to Universal, and we had went one time, and I was very high, so I don't really remember everything. But we seen these cloaks, and I really wanted one, and then I looked at the price, and it was like $100. It was $100. I said, "Oh no, I'll never get
how
one."
much was it?
$100. And so $100.
Dollars.
$100.
Hold on.
$100. That's where that started from at the club. I said $100.
Yeah.
Dollars?
Yeah.
And so, but she sent me one for my birthday. So I really like this, just not only because, it's Harry Potter, but because my friend gave it to me, and we're Slytherins, and it's nice quality. Can I close it? Who knows? But I like it.
We know.
I swear I'll kill you.
Khleo, what you got, man?
Roxy brought a Shein, Hogwarts, Gryffindor cardigan, and then the robe that she beat up a first year for.
I did not.
That's
She
what
got the
brought.
nerve to bring that
That's
for
exactly
show and
what
tell.
she
This is
brought.
ridiculous.
I'll beat your ass
So
after
Universal Studios here in LA, they have the Harry Potter space, which is like Diagon Alley pretty much. They have the train there. They've got the Hogwarts castle in the
a good
back.
time.
That's Hogsmeade. You're correct. It is Hogsmeade there. They have this. You can go buy wands.
Yes.
So you go there, you can buy wands, and they have almost everyone, every major character in the films is there. So I picked up Sirius Black's wand, and it's cool because it has all these little different carvings in it. But you walk around there, and you can look into windows. You can do different little flicks, and then right here on this map, right here is actually what they give you. It's the whole map of all the space. Right,
so dope.
And it gives you the cool little things to do with your wand, to open up doors and make stuff levitate. You've got let's see, what else they have on there. They got the Wingardium Leviosa Spice. They got the Silencio.
Ooh.
Witch.
It wouldn't work. It would never work.
Can you
Never.
imagine how much value you'd have if you could do that to her? Like the sponsors would have flocked to us all.
Agreed on that one.
Yeah, I agree on that one as
We
well.
got Aloha Mora. We got Finite Incantation. Yeah, there's so many little things you can do around here. So
She's
if you're ever at
pointing at your
Universal,
manhood, just get
Wingardium
you.
Leviosa. Oh.
all of a sudden you start.
You start going over towards right? No.
Yes.
Roxy's like, ha.
All in one, baby.
All right, so.
My wand and I also got.
Oh, no, don't do that. You did you do this?
No, that's you.
That's what I was gonna act like I did.
Oh,
Go for it.
wow.
I got some my show and tell,
Go for it. Go
which
for
is
it.
brought to you by Hippie. We got some potions, y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out. Like if you shake them up, you know what I'm saying? There's edible glitter in them. I'm terrified to drink it, but Hippie.
Oh, I thought we was going to take
No,
a
we
shot.
gotta toast this. What you talking about? Nah, we
So-
doing it. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we going to. Hey,
To the face?
we
To the face.
chugging?
Oh, to the face.
No, we're not chugging. We taking a
Oh,
taste.
I thought we was chugging.
Why would we chug?
I'm chugging. I'm chugging.
Hey guys, cheers to nerddom, to Harry Potter. We done did it. We're here.
Boom. What if we turn into one of the cat, like how Hermione
So we're
did?
chugging.
She'd be a love potion kind of person.
I wanna-
Yo,
what'd you say? What
she
happened?
said you won't lose your hair. Is what she's saying. You end up like me. Apple juice.
So we're not
I like it.
chugging?
Chug it, girl.
Thank you. I wanted
Go ahead,
approval.
chug it.
To the head.
Not by myself.
No, to the head. You be
You got
doing
it.
it.
Come
all
on,
the
girl.
time. Go ahead.
What does that
You
mean?
be doing it by yourself
Look.
anyway. Take it to the head.
Go on, you got it.
Where Kadeem at when we
Not the where's Kadeem?
All right, guys. So as Roxy is chugging that, I want to say make sure you check the description. She's supposed to be saying this, by the way. I'm just gonna do it. Actually, can you do it? Can you do it, Khleo? You see that right there?
That was like.
Yeah, it was a lot. I know. I just trying to distract from it. It was a lot.
Wow.
Khleo, take us out, man.
Man, thank you guys.
It's right. It's right there. What you got to say? Right there.
For which part?
The bottom, very bottom. Yeah, the outro. You see that? Right
Outro, boom. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in to the How to Nerd podcast. Check out the description right there in the info box below. Join the Patreon. Follow us on all social media. How to Nerd podcast. I go by the name of Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I'm Roxxy Haze.
I am Brennon Edwards.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Bye. Dun,
Yo, you took it there on the interview with it though.